Hey everyone, welcome to this week's edition of the Carnegie Principle. Today we're going to talk about some specific areas and things that are going to drastically take what we're learning in our curriculum and help you really now to move into a much higher vibration and frequency, which is a key factor now to manifesting all of your dreams and how to get all of this work. You realize that if you look at the self-help industry, all the individuals that are teaching this information are not really ultra wealthy people. When you take a look at people like Warren Buffett or Bill Gates, different individuals like that, they're not in what you would call the self-help industry. And one of the reasons why is because they understand there is a whole realm different than physical business that creates wealth. And it all goes back down to energy. Don't think for 1 minute that these individuals don't have a clear understanding and practice of energy, because they absolutely do. So today on this week's episode, I want to talk to you about magnets and a couple of other areas, but this is so important because the power of magnets is really going to be your ace in your sleeve. It's going to be your understanding that will put you above the pack and allow you now to really manifest your dream at a quantum level. In Jin and in this the Jin TV episodes that we did in the past, I talked to you about Qigong, and that's a practice that I've been practicing for many years and encourage you to do, and wake up your meridians and have energy flowing through you, and that's so important. But the powerful thing about magnets now is they work whether or not you believe in them, whether or not you understand them. Like gravity, if you drop a coin, you don't have to believe in gravity, you don't even have to understand how gravity works for it to work. Magnets are the exact same way. In other words, they are going to instantaneously boost your energy. It's going to raise you to a much higher frequency without you doing anything. Now, when we talk generally on the open platform about raising our vibration, increasing our frequency, our energy level, there's a lot of manual work that you can do it and use that takes a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of discipline. But the key factor about understanding magnets is they do it for you instantaneously. Okay? I talked a little bit last week about that, but I want to go into a little bit more further detail on that. So once again, what we have here are our hand magnets. And these are the ones, actually, they're for your palm, but you can use them in numerous ways. Okay? So on these magnets, the great thing about it is once you put them on, once you start wearing them, and you have to be careful because they stick. These are rare earth magnets that are of the highest magnitude that you can get. And once again, you can get them on the website, roaringlionpublishing.com. But these are how you wear your magnets. Now, you wear them, you can do your Qigong, or you could simply just sit down and meditate and be quiet, and you will start feeling the magnetic power of these magnets begin to work and raise your vibration. It will give you the greatest feeling of tranquility, of peace, of clarity of your mind, of feeling really, really good. Now, the other thing that I like to practice with these is that at nighttime, I will put them on my feet. I'll put them on the bottom of my feet with the magnet on the bottom of your foot. You have many nerve points in the bottom of your feet, and in fact, you have pressure points to every organ in your body. So I put strap these onto my feet, and you want to talk about going into a deep sleep, brother, you will be snoring, the heavens away when you put these on, because you begin so relaxed. So these palm magnets are extremely important for you to get and begin to use, because it will be one of your secret weapons to raising your vibration. The other magnet that we use, which is the headband magnet that I use along at the same time with this. And again, I like these because of the fact that you don't have to do anything. You don't have to work at raising your vibration when you wear these magnets. This is the actual headband. Again, you just strap it on your head, and you put this magnet here right in the middle of your forehead. Once again, this will instantly take you into the theta state. This will open up your meridian channel for the energy to flow, and you will feel this euphoric, this high rate of feeling magnificent. You'll get addicted to these things, and you'll realize how powerful that they are. Now, this is one of the key secret factors that you can do that will instantly raise your vibration and your frequency so that you can start manifesting things on a much higher level. The next thing you're going to want to get is these are very, very, very powerful. These are 1-inch ceramic magnets that you're going to put on your feet. Now, you stand on these, and you want to talk about a powerful charge. You want to talk about taking your vibration, to the stratosphere. You just simply stand on these. You may stand on them for 5 minutes. You can stand on them for 4 minutes. You can stand on them for 20 minutes. Sometimes I'll stand up to over a half hour on these, and you will feel the pulsation. You'll feel their magnetic power going up through your entire body, and you come into a point in place of feeling total relaxation. But the fact is that your vibration is pulsating stronger than you've ever pulsated before, or had the frequency that high before. Once again, you can use these outside, you can use them inside. You simply put them on the floor. There's two of them, and you stand on them. You can stack them together, and you can sit on them as well as you meditate, and you will start feeling your vibration and your frequency vibrating at a much higher level. This is a key secret of some of the most successful people in the world that understand the power of the magnetic field that we have, that our body is a magnetic field, and this is how you really raise your vibration without any real work. It's one of the key things that we practice every single day, multiple times a day. Now, you're going to want to educate yourself. You can, here's a great book. It's called Magnetic Therapy. You can get it on Amazon, or probably at Barnes & Noble, your local bookstore. Now, here's what I do. I get it off of Amazon. Once I order the physical copy, you'll get an email, and they'll say, now that you got the physical book, you can get the digital version for 99 cents. So I'll get the digital version as I'm waiting for this, and then again, we go back to what we're learning in our Carnegie curriculum of how to embed information from the written page into our cells so that we can use it in application to make this stuff work. So you'll get this book. It's a great book, Magnet Therapy. Great education. The more you educate yourself on the understanding of magnets, you will become a superhuman by using them. You've never heard me talk about this in depth on an open platform, because we don't talk about this simply because, we shared this with you on the Sunday night call, the Carnegie Principle Sunday night call, is that this stuff can get diluted by the masses. So, using and incorporating magnetic therapy into your world and daily life is going to be one of your most powerful secret weapons to your manifestation. Another great book that you're going to want to pick up, again, Barnes & Noble, is called How Magnets Saved My Life. This is another great book that teaches you and educates you on the power of magnets and how to use them the correct way. Here's another great book. It's called The Fifth Element. Again, these books you can get on Amazon.com, and then I would recommend that once you order the physical copy for 99 cents, you can get the digital version of it, and you go back and print it out and make it a part of another edition in your secret library. These are all really good books on understanding magnetic therapy. Again, magnetic therapy understands the way that chi flows through our body, and the fact, as I said on Sunday night's call, that up here in the mountains, on the weekends, we have all the city folks come up here. They're driven up here, not cars, but inwardly driven. They don't even know why, and it's because of the magnetic field of all the trees and the rivers and nature up here. It's very, very powerful. This is why you find very many wealthy people moving up into the mountains, and in these kind of places like this, because the energy and the magnetic field is so very, very powerful, so strong. When you get it and understand it, you'll be moving up to the mountains yourself at some point in some time. Now, I want to talk to you about the magnetic peel that I take. Again, none of these products I sell. Okay, this is not an affiliate program. What I'm sharing with you is the tools that I use to create the results that I have. Right? Who do we listen to? This is a magnetic peel. That's rich in vitamin B, and you can get this, again, the same place where you can get these magnets, which is roaringlionpublishing.com. You can get these magnetic peels that will help internalize you inside to raise your vibration, part of the entire structure of magnets and raising your vibration and your frequency to manifest. You can read all about it there on that particular website. Very, very dynamic, very, very powerful, right? So I encourage you to take a look at that. The other thing I use, and I've talked about this on an open platform, are these Anchi crystals. Again, these Anchi crystals are the world's oldest crystals in the world. And go to anchicrystal.com and you can read all about them. Some of you already have them. I gave some of you in the past at gin meetings some of these crystals. These are very, very powerful crystals, once again, that balance you out and works with your internal energy and frequency. Remember, everything goes back to energy, not physical strategy. Energy. Once you get the energy right, then all the physical resources, business opportunities, relationships all fall into place by themselves. It all goes back to energy. So get you a bag of Anchi crystals. And further on in other episodes and emails, we'll teach about how to use them, but they're very, very powerful. I want to segue now into an area that most of you are familiar with as gym members, and that's with the Roger Callahan technique. And that's a very, very powerful technique. Now, I've had people tell me, well, yeah, Don, I know that. And I ask, are you using it? And they said, no, then you don't know it. Okay? Tapping is so important because we can do all this energetic stuff. We can read, we can educate, we can get this stuff into ourselves. But what happens now is human beings, we get blockages, and we've carried these blockages for years from our adolescence, from kids, and trauma, everything else. And we don't even know it and realize it and understand it consciously, but they're stored. Those memories are stored into our cells. And that blocks our chi. That blocks the flow of energy in us. We don't even realize that we have those blockages. Now, tapping, here's a great book that I encourage you to read. You can get it at Barnes & Noble. It's called The Tapping Solution. If you are not familiar with Roger Callahan's work, then this is the book that you want to start off with because it's an easy read and the techniques is very powerful, and you can start practicing the moment you start getting this book after you read chapter 1 and chapter 2 and get great results, okay? And tapping, and it's so easy. If you remember when I showed you the Qigong movements of opening up your Qi, right? And the tapping here at the top of your head, here. Now, that goes back to ancient forms of Qi, Tai Chi, Qigong, understanding Chinese, traditional Chinese medicine for thousands and thousands of years. They practiced this. Well, in the Callahan procedure, it's the same identical process. In the tapping solution, it's the same process. Now, here's where it goes into a little bit more advanced. The fact was in TMC, traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, what happens now is they focused on the energy opening up and believed that all illness and disease was a byproduct of having our meridians blocked and energy blockage in us, so that when we did the tapping or when we did the Qigong, it opened up our meridians, it opened up the Qi, and allowed that energy to flow through our body so that the body can heal itself. Well, the other thing that it also does is it releases the emotional blockages that we have. So when we start doing our tapping, okay, what that's going to do for you is going to get out a bunch of junk that's inside your cells emotionally that's blocking you from totally maximizing the energy flow that you're learning with the magnets and the Carnegie Principle curriculum. Here's what will begin to happen. You have all of this energy and magnetic force flowing through you. You got rid of all the emotional junk through tapping, the tapping solution, and now you become a clean vessel. You want to talk about being a superhuman, you want to talk about having your dreams manifest like that and flowing in extreme power and strength and doing all the things that you want to do and creating all the wealth you want and prosperity and relationships and all the good things that there is to life that we've just talked about for years and years through the self-help industry, but actually now start doing it. This is how you do it. You may not realize this now, but you have entered into the top 3% of individuals that understand this, that are manifesting their dreams on a superhuman plane. Don't worry about the masses. The masses will always go and do their own thing and will never understand this process, but keep spending money and trying to get the things that they want that they'll never get. This here is a radically different way that about 3% of humans on the planet understand and practice this type of movement. But they are also the ones that are manifesting every dream that they could possibly want. That's what you are entering into and understanding about this energy. You know, KT used to talk about the 12 levels, right? Jin got up to 6. That means at the halfway point. So when you're a level 6 Jin member, which is a very powerful point and place to be, realize that that's about half. And the truth of the matter is, Charles Hanau understood that there was really 24 levels. Okay, so that's what you're learning here in the Master Key system, the way we put it together. It's 24 levels. You want to talk about vibration, brother, you'll be glowing in the night, literally. So we're going to conclude with this week's video and episode with start working with the power of magnets. You may not go out and get all of them right now, but at least start with some. Get the magnets, and don't look for the cheapest one. These ones, I want to say they're about $60. Okay, don't go out there on the internet and try to find some for $6. Okay, they don't work. These are rare earth magnets, the best that I've found, and use them because once your energy and vibration starts getting up high, not only you'll start feeling so magnificent, right? You'll start feeling so good, and prosperity will start flowing your way. This is how you do it. I recommend all of these items so that you can have the secret weapons to manifest your dreams, and you'll start seeing exponential change and growth in your life. So this is Don Boris. Say God bless. We'll see you on the daily Carnegie emails. Tom Moore's doing a great job. Make sure you're listening to his audios, and we'll see you next week.